What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about 11 games that you should be looking forward to in 2022. These are some games that a lot of people know about that are coming out, and some games that are more like underrated or like under the radar, people would miss. So let's start. For number 11, we have The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Zero. So this game is basically a prequel from the series The Legend of Heroes. It's a really not well-known series, but there's really good talk about the series itself. It has really good ratings in almost all the games in this series. I have not personally played none of them, but I'm excited to get into this one. It's coming out in September 26th, I believe, and it's coming out for the Switch, for the PC, PS4. It's basically a remake or a remastered of the version that came out a long time ago. It's one game they should be looking out forward to. Not only that, but some of these games actually become rare, so if you get your physical copy, it'll be worth more later on, especially the Switch version of the game. So now for number 10, we got Hogwarts Legacy. This game is coming out on December 31st, 2022 this year. This is basically Harry Potter game, but it looks pretty interesting. I've never watched any Harry Potter, and it's not really interesting for me, but this game looks really impressive. It's basically an open world action RPG. What it says here, it says your character is a student who holds the key to the ancient secrets that threatens to tear the wizardry world apart. Now you can take control of the action and be the center of your own adventure in the wizarding world. Your legacy is what you make it. So yeah, it looks really interesting. I like how the visuals and the spells and all that. It's coming out for the Switch, Xbox, PS4, PS5. I think it's coming out for everything. I recommend like a PS5 if you have a PS5 or PS4, Xbox, because on the Switch it might be a little too much for the Switch, I believe, but yeah, that's another one you should be looking out forward to. So for number 9, we have a Plaguetail Requiem. This is a sequel from the first game, A Plague Tale Innocence, and it's coming out for the Switch, Switch via cloud, Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, and I've played the first one. I have not finished it, but so far what I've been playing is really powerful story. It's an action adventure game. It takes place in the Black Plague, so it has some history in there, and it's really interesting. So I'm really excited for the second one. There's another game you should be looking out forward to. If you haven't played the first one, I really recommend it. For number 8, we have Live Alive. So this game actually came out long ago in 1984 on the Famicom. It was developed by Square, so it's coming out for the Switch this year on July, I believe, July 22nd, and it's by Square Enix. It's a remastered or a remake version. It has a 2D HD, kind of like Triangle Strategy and Octopath Traveler. I'm really excited for this game because it's we never received it over here when it came out. It only came out in Japan, so they're remaking it for the Western side. And this game I know for sure will be a rare game as well. So if you're interested in it, try to get the physical copy. It'll be rare for sure. It's a turn-based RPG, so it looks really interesting. Let's see how it's gonna be. But yeah, that's another one you should be looking out forward to. For number 7, we have Sonic Frontiers. This game is supposed to release this year, but we have not seen the actual release date, so hopefully we see that soon. This is the new entry of Sonic, and it's an open world, the first open world Sonic game, And to be honest, I'm really excited for this, but I have not been playing the new ones because they haven't been as good as, at least for me, as like the Sonic Adventure games. And this looks like it's going back to that, the where you could see humans and walk around town and this and that. So hopefully it is, right? It's coming out for PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox, and Xbox Series X. So yeah, keep a lookout on that one. So for number 6, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This game, it's supposed to come out late 2022. They have not released an actual release date. Yeah, this is the new mainline Pokemon game with new gen Pokemon and all that. It's gonna be open world, and yeah, let me be honest here. Like, I have not been impressed by any new Pokemon game, to be honest. They've let me down so much. So, my hopes are not up with this one, and I know a lot of y'all are really excited for this game. For me, it's like I don't know yet. Let's see how it goes when it comes out. Hopefully, it's not a letdown, but we should see. It is a new mainline Pokemon, so a new mainline game for the Pokemon series, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So for number 5, we have Soul Hackers 2. This one is really exciting. This one is coming out in August for this year, 2022. It's coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. It is not coming for the Switch, surprisingly. So this one is a turn-based role-playing game, right? It's, for a lot of people that didn't know, it's a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off, just like Persona. So Persona is a spin-off from Shin Megami, the series, and this one is another spin-off from Shin Megami as well. And if you played Persona 5, you would definitely like this game because it has the same concept, except a different story and this and that characters. But this one is one looking forward to. If you've played Persona 5, I really recommend looking into this one, and hopefully we get more info and all that in it. But yeah, check this one out. If you play Persona 5, like I said, you're gonna like this one, so really recommend it. Now we're at number 4, and it's Forspoken. Forspoken is a new IP that Square Enix is doing. It actually got pushed back. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, but now it's coming out in October, still this year, right? And it's an exclusive for PS5, but it's also coming for PC as well. And this one looks really good. It's an action RPG, like I said, developed by Square Enix and Luminous Productions, I believe. And yeah, it looks really interesting. Then all the combat, the visuals, it looks really good. Open world and all that. So if you have a PS5 or a PC, really recommend checking out this game whenever it releases. So for my number 3, it's a really big game that's coming out for the Switch. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This game is predicted to be a huge hit on the console itself, compared to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was a really big hit. And I know many of y'all played that game, so there's a lot of hype going into Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And let me tell you, man, it looks really good for a Switch game. It looks incredible. Like how they have all the characters on the screen and there's no like frame drops. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some, but like to have that many characters and showcase, there's videos out there where they showcase all the characters in one fighting I guess sequence, and there's rarely any frame drops. It's really incredible what they're doing. So this is a really game that I'm looking forward to. I have not played none of the Xenoblade Chronicles series, so I'm gonna start after Dragon Quest 11. I'm going to start Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, Definitive Edition, and then from there, try to play the other ones. But there's a good really good one to looking forward to. So it's actually coming out pretty soon on July 29th. It was supposed to come out later on, but they decided to push it up actually, and now we're getting it on July 29th, really soon. So keep a lookout on that one. So for number 2, we have Final Fantasy 16. This Final Fantasy is one of my favorite franchises in video games, and this game is going to be huge. There hasn't been a mainline Final Fantasy since 2016 when 15 came out, and there was some controversy, as in like people didn't like it and people did. It's straight far from its traditional roots, which was RPG turn-based, and now it's more action-based, right? And so this new Final Fantasy 16 is going back to where 15 was, action RPG, right? And it looks like it's going to be open world as well and stuff like that. So this is going to be a really exciting entry for the new Final Fantasy, and it looks dark. Like they showed some of the trailer and stuff like that. It looks pretty dark, and it looks like they're going back to their like medieval times, which was how Final Fantasy started. So I like that, how they're going back to their roots, but in a new way, So this is a really good game that you should be looking forward to. It's only coming out for the PS5. It's a PS5 exclusive, no PS4, only PS5, and it's supposed to come out this year. We have not gotten a actual release date, but in a few coming weeks we should get more info on it. So yeah, keep a look on that one. If you have a PS5 or if you're planning on getting one, there's a game that you should look out for when you have one. And on the number 1 spot, we have God of War Ragnarok. I mean, what can I say about this game, right? It's a sequel from the God of War, the newest God of War that released. It's a sequel to that, and this game's gonna be huge. So it's gonna be, following the story of the previous game, and it's gonna be contender. I'm saying it now. It's gonna be contender for Game of the Year, contender for Elden Ring and the other top games that are releasing this year. It's gonna be an exclusive for PlayStation 4 and PS5. So if you have those systems, I really recommend looking into this game whenever it releases, because everyone knows God of War, and everyone knows how the history of these games, they've been really good, and it's no surprise that it will be as top notch as it was from the previous game. So if you have a PS5 or a PS4, keep a look on this one. And if you have not played God of War, the first one, then you should go and pass that one before you continue to this one, because this is a direct sequel to that story. So it's releasing this year. We have not gotten an official release date, but for sure they said that it's coming this year, probably the holiday or something like that. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's the whole list I've got so far. Some games that a lot of people know about, some games that a lot of people don't, and that I'm looking forward to. And I just wanted to share more info, so that way you have more info in games that maybe you knew about, or you didn't know, that you wanted to get more info about it. And yeah, I mean, you let me know, guys, if you have any more games that I missed, that you think they're potentially gonna be really good, or a hidden gem through this year. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Catch you in the next one.